morning, class. Today is July the 18th, 2012. My name is Mrs. Stevens, and you are in U.S. History, 8th grade. We're going to introduce to you the topic, the Great Depression. We're going to start off with the KWL chart. And of course, the K, this acronym, stands for the things that you know. How many of you have heard about the Great Depression? One person? That's okay. Because this is a great day to learn something new. And that's what we're going to do today. Now, let's start off by just looking at our topic. When we look at the word great in our topic, what would that bring to your mind? Of course, big. Right, John, wide, large. Definitely, this depression did not happen on a local level only, but it was large scale throughout our country. Let's look at the word depression. When you think about depression, what words come to mind? Sadness. Yes, Susan. Hopelessness. Right, John. Very good. Definitely, the depression brought a condition of despondency, sadness, or hopelessness to the American people. Let's move to W. What are some things that you would like to know or learn about the Great Depression? Of course, you would like to know what caused the Great Depression. What else would you like to know? What were the effects of the Great Depression? Definitely, I want to know what effects. And probably you want to know who was the president, the chief in command. And I'd like to know what was the effect, wouldn't you? Yes. Of how he handled the Great Depression. All right. Then, let's go to the L, which is the things that you will learn today. Those things you're going to put on your exit ticket. These are the guidelines. I've put them up to refresh your memories. Write about what you have learned today. Write meaningful sentences. Use as many new words as possible. And don't forget to turn it in as you exit the door. All right? Now, let's begin to study those things or talk about and discuss those things that caused the Great Depression. All right? We're going to put up our transparencies. And we're going to look at those things that caused the Great Depression. The Great Depression was such a devastating thing to the American people. Many of our people were homeless, didn't have food, didn't have jobs. And our men, some of them walked around with their pockets inside out, and they called them Hoover flags. Some of our homeless people that lived on the outskirts and edges of town, they began to make makeshift homes out of boxes and tents. And they called that area Hooverville's shanty towns. You had some people who didn't have cover to cover themselves, so they used newspaper to keep the wind off of them. They were called Hoover blankets. The mere fact that they named all of these things after the president denotes how they really felt about the president. Our president had a laissez-faire attitude about this Great Depression. The people felt like he didn't do anything to help them, and he should have. And they also saw that he felt like the business people should handle this economic dilemma. So we're going to look at our transparency here. The Great Depression, causes of the Great Depression. Overproduction and low demand led to employee layoff. Low wages reduced consumer buying. High tariffs restricted foreign demand for American goods. Unemployment reduces buying power further for the American people. Then you had the effects of the Great Depression. The automobile sales declined, which caused a loss of demand, which was needed to keep our economy booming, but there was a less demand for textiles, oil, steel, rubber industry slowed, which caused low wages, unemployment, which helped contribute further to automobile sales decline. So these were the cause and effects of those things contributed by the Great Depression. Now, this is what we want to do. Now that we've discussed and talked about the Great Depression, we've learned the causes and the effects. I want you to tell me what you learned on your exit ticket. And I'd like for some of you to respond to me. Okay? What was some of our the causes? Loss of jobs. People didn't have jobs. Very good. What else were some of the causes of the Great Depression? Okay. High tariffs. Very good. An increase in the prices, which further decreased the power of the people to buy because they had no money. Very good. Excellent. All right. What are some of the effects? The effects, all right, it affected our textile. All very good. Steel, rubber, excellent. All right, I want you to write those things on your exit ticket. Use many of the new words that you have learned today. And don't forget, when the bell rings and I dismiss you, put your paper in the box as you exit. This concludes our lesson for today.